All right, let's talk about energy. We're going to build a full 24-hour guide to completely transform how you feel when you wake up. Because here's the secret. If you want to wake up feeling amazing, it's not just about what you do at night, it's about your entire day. So let's dive in.
I mean, who hasn't been there, right? You get a solid 8 hours, maybe even 9, but you still wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. You're groggy, you're hitting snooze. It is just the most frustrating feeling in the world.
And this is the big idea we're going to unpack today. The secret to waking up with tons of energy isn't just about what happens when your head hits the pillow. It's all about the small, simple choices you make from the moment you open your eyes. So to get why this all works, you've got to understand your circadian rhythm. Just think of it as your body's own internal master clock. It's running 24/7, and it's always trying to sync up with the world around you, especially with light and dark.
See, your body is literally programmed to be alert when it's light out and to wind down when it gets dark. But our modern lives, bright screens at midnight, super dark rooms in the morning, we throw this whole system completely out of whack. So, the hacks we're about to cover, they're all about getting your body back in sync with that natural rhythm. So, let's start at the beginning of our 24-hour journey, the morning. And believe me, how you spend the first hour after waking up can literally set the stage for your energy levels for the next 16 hours. We are laser focused on 3 incredibly simple but really powerful steps. This isn't about adding a ton of stuff to your already busy morning. It's all about timing, getting sunlight, moving a bit, and yes, actually delaying that first cup of coffee. This one is absolutely non-negotiable. Just stepping outside for a few minutes of sunlight, we're talking 2 to 10 minutes, sends this massive signal to your brain. It basically shouts, hey, it's daytime. Shut down the melatonin factory right now. This one little action starts a timer that helps you get sleepy at the right time later that night. It's a game changer.
Okay, this one might sound like torture, but hear me out. When you sleep, your brain clears out a chemical called adenosine that makes you feel tired, but there's still a little left when you first wake up. If you chug coffee right away, the caffeine just blocks the adenosine from being felt. It doesn't help clear it. By waiting just 60 to 90 minutes, you let your body finish that cleanup. The result? Your coffee is way more effective, and you're much less likely to get that horrible afternoon crash.
All right, you've crushed the morning, but what about that classic 2 p.m. slump? You know, when your eyelids feel like they weigh 100 pounds? Well, napping isn't for the lazy. It's a high-performance tool, if you know how to use it right. And to really master this, we're turning to an expert. I love this. A Reddit user who calls themselves a professional napper laid out the perfect strategy, and we're going to break it down. This right here, this is the golden rule. You go any longer than about 20 minutes, and your brain starts to slip into deep sleep. Waking up from that is what gives you that awful, groggy, where am I feeling? A short nap hits the reset button on your brain without messing up your whole sleep cycle. Just set an alarm, and when it goes off, you get up. No excuses, no snoozing. And that leads us to a truly genius hack with an even better name, the Nappuccino. It's a really simple trick that makes your power nap unbelievably effective. Okay, so here's how it works. Caffeine actually takes about 20 minutes to really kick in. So you drink a coffee or a tea, and then you immediately lie down for your 20-minute nap. While you're resting, your brain is clearing out some of that sleepy adenosine we talked about. Then, right as your alarm goes off, the caffeine hits your system, giving you this incredible double whammy of rest and a caffeine boost. It's amazing. Okay, let's fast forward to what might be the most critical part of the day for great sleep, the evening. How you wind down quite literally prepares your body and your brain for deep, restorative rest. Look, bright overhead lights, especially late at night, say between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m., they absolutely crush your body's ability to produce melatonin. That's the sleep hormone. So the single most effective thing you can do is just dim your lights about an hour before bed. It's such a powerful signal to your internal clock that sleep is on its way. And, you know, it's not just about how bright the lights are. It's also about the color. Light actually has a temperature. Cool bluish light is like the midday sun. It keeps you alert. In the evening, what you want is warm reddish tones, kind of like a sunset or candlelight. That's the signal to your brain that it's time to chill out. All right, 3 more quick but super important tips. First, cool your body down. A warm shower actually helps with this. Sounds weird, I know, but when you get out, the water evaporates and rapidly cools you down. Second, ditch the nightcap. Alcohol might make you feel sleepy at first, but it totally wrecks your sleep quality later on. And finally, try to finish eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Give your digestive system a break. So we've walked through the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. Why do all these little adjustments have such a massive impact? Let's talk about the payoff. When you start lining up your daily habits with your body's natural clock, everything just starts to click. You don't just fall asleep faster and wake up with more energy. You'll probably notice you're craving less sugar and caffeine, and it can even help with bigger things like steadier blood sugar. It all connects. So here's the main takeaway from all this. You do not need expensive gadgets or some crazy lifestyle overhaul to feel better. The path to waking up energized is built on a series of small, intentional, science-backed choices that you make all day long. And that brings us to the end. The best way to make any of this stick is to just take action. So my question to you is, what one hack will you try? Are you going to dim the lights tonight, or maybe get that morning sun tomorrow? Just pick one, start there, and see how you feel. Thanks for watching.